Welcome to the weekend, everybody. Let's get it going with NBA action on 2K Sports. Kevin Harlan here with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, and our sideline reporter is David Aldridge. So a moment now to see the story for Larry Bird.
His effective field goal percentage, a favorite stat of the analytics crowd, has been on the way down over his past 10 games. His game isn't as well-rounded as it needs to be.
Now the starting group for the visitors. We've got Fred VanVleet. Bird is out there with Jalen Duren. Then there's Wagner. And it's Miller in at the shooting guard position. And for Miami, they've got Mitchell. Adebayo is out there with Andrew Wiggins. Then it's Tyler Hero. And it's Ware in at center. We are right in the middle part of a long season, GA. As a player, how do you stay engaged? How do you stay focused?
Kevin, this is where the grind can really catch up to you. Easy to start feeling complacent or check out a little bit. So you got to shake that off. And I tell you another thing, your coaches will play a huge role in keeping you engaged. And this is what you like about Miller. He has great range from three, but he can also make tough shots in traffic.
Now here's Wiggins. Pass to Hero for the three. That shot misses. And here is VanVleet. Bird outside. Hero against VanVleet. To the middle. 5 on the clock. Rebound by the Heat. Defeated by the Wizards in their last game. They'll try to put that one behind them.
I'll tell you, they played hard, they drew fouls, but they could not convert at the line.
And that can drive guys absolutely crazy. I mean, they know they're better free throw shooters than that, but just did not get it done from the line.
VanVleet passes to Bird. Now here's VanVleet. Taking a look at the scoring numbers. Right now he averages about 9 points a game. Here's Duran. Wiggins with the rebound.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Good ball movement here by the Heat. Mitchell outside. There's the three. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Boy, Andrew Wiggins, the former first overall pick, showing off his passing skills there.
About 2 minutes played here in the first quarter. Miller, the pass to Duran. And Ware pulls it down.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
Pass to Mitchell. With the floater, count it. Mitchell's got 5 points so far. Gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. Bird outside. Back to VanVleet. Back to Bird. Duren with the screen on Wiggins. Bird finds Duren. It's blocked.
He is 0 for his last however many this quarter, guys. Might need to get him out and let him settle down a bit here.
Now, here's Adebayo. With an average of around 19.5 points a game, his scoring has been a constant for them. Adebayo with the screen on Wagner. Hero, no good.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
You know what? That's a confidence shaker for him, though. I mean, that's a shot he expects to make every time.
Bird against Wiggins. Out to Miller. And again, unable to change momentum here. Miami leading by 5. Pass to Mitchell. Hero against VanVleet. Great communication on the alley-oop.
Oh, nice ball movement. Hero's an underrated passer, makes great decisions.
And Eric Spoelstra, the head coach of the Miami Heat, receiving a record 8-year, $120 million extension. That's some big dough.
Is it ever? It remains coaching for the only NBA franchise he's ever worked for. Already one of the most tenured head coaches in the association, and that figures to continue for a while.
Shot's good from Bird.
This is how automatic Bird is. All he needs is the ball, and instantly that shot is gone.
Higgins outside. It's tipped. Stolen by Van Vliet. Here's Bird, and it's Bird with the jam.
Just great anticipation and awareness to come up with the steal and then trigger the fast break.
Hero against Van Vliet. Outside, Hero. Got a piece of it. 6 to shoot. And so Miami again turning it over. And a quick check now. The NBA's top rebounders. Jalen Duren is second.
And you can't win games without rebounding the basketball. That's what has made him such an important part of what they do.
Gotten just 3 of their first 9 shots to go down in this game. Van Vliet passes to Miller. Back to Van Vliet. Down low. Poked away. Stolen by Van Vliet. Bird way outside. Can't tie it up as that one's no good.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him. You've got to box out on the boards. When you don't, that's what happens.
Now Van Vliet still without a basket. There's Miller with the 3. Great play by Bird to set it up.
Loves hitting those threes, especially off movement. It makes Miller so tough to defend.
And we'll have a timeout called by Eric Spoelstra. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with his guys.
All right, fans, get on and show some love for your elite squad.
He's checked in for Mo Wagner. Outside, Hero. Shot clock at 6. The 3. Duran pulls it in. Gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Miller finds Duran. And it's all evened up.
And, you know, for Miller, his passing is probably the most valuable and overlooked part of his game.
And here's Hero. He'll bring it up for the Miami Heat. Mitchell outside to the middle. Here's Ware. Defended by Duran. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. Ware, no good.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
And, you know, guys, always a tough catch on the lob. Placement and timing have to be close to perfect.
Well, he's got a great stroke. That one almost dropped.
Good ball movement here by Miami. Inside, here's Wiggins. That one dropped for his second bucket. Mark him 2 for 4.
Making his size a factor. Wiggins does work in the paint.
Van Vliet with it. Hasn't made one yet. Bird can't hit.
That's excellent defense right there on the perimeter.
Well, G.A. Adebayo came from very humble beginnings.
Yeah, raised by his mother. And Kevin, Bam's main motivation in life was to get her out of that trailer. He worked extremely hard, and now arguably a top 25 player.
For Miami, they've gone 6 of 13 from the field, just under the 50% mark. Wiggins passes to Mitchell. Out to the wing. Wiggins outside. Lets it go with a three. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. And it's a 5-point Heat lead.
And he is really in a zone right now, playing and scoring with confidence.
Duran with the screen on Hero. Van Vliet passes to Duran. That ball's great assist by Van Vliet. Van Vliet's got 4 assists in the game. Mitchell outside. No one near Adebayo as he lets it go. Off target from outside.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
Pretty clear. They're dominating that area. They've come out with a lot more energy and effort so far.
Wiggins from outside sinks the three-pointer. Wiggins has got a pair of threes now in the first quarter for the Heat.
Wow, unconscious has he been this quarter. They're riding that hot hand.
Caruso finds Bird. Back to Caruso. Mitchell against Caruso. Adebayo. And Adebayo throws it down hard.
Oh, that's not fair. Adebayo using his athleticism to give this crowd something to remember.
On our AT&T 5G Slam Cam, you just saw an explosive highlight. Gone 1 of 5 from downtown in the first quarter. Points out there have been hard to come by. Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, Jalen Duren, a physical specimen, is improving the finer points of his game, including his vision. He said, I feel like I've always been a good passer. I've developed more of that as my young career has gone on, understanding the league better and how to win. Kevin?
Yeah, DA, you know, it takes time, but nice to see his development. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. Scoring breakdown for Miami.
They've looked to fire as much as possible from outside the arc, and so far they are hitting at a high clip.
One other thing they've done really well, moving the ball around. They've done a nice job not settling for that initial option and making that extra pass.
And he makes the first.
And Hero, one of those guys in the league that can nail free throws with his eyes closed.
And Hero drops them both.
And at the line, it's all about consistency with him. His routine, his stroke, it never wavers.
Here's Pippen. To the left side wing. To halt the run. Great D that time from Love.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
Yeah, sensational is a really good word for it. They're tearing it up on the glass. You know, he looks a little off-kilter to me this quarter, still trying to find his rhythm. Tell you what, that is a missed opportunity from mid-range for sure. With as little defense as was shown, should have made that one.
Now, Hero. They really needed more from him in that loss to Washington. That one drops for him. And the Heat lead by 12.
And they have owned the paint so far, and the score reflects it.
And, you know, establishing that physical dominance early gives you a big mental edge, too. Don't discount that.
Here's Caruso. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Now, here's Adebayo. Covered by Watford. It's stolen. Oh, and here comes Pippen all alone. A moment now to look at the year-to-year scoring output and how it has been trending for Andrew Wiggins.
And looking at his offensive numbers from the past few years, it seems like teams around the league have kind of figured him out. He's having to work a lot harder for his points, and they haven't been coming nearly as easily as they used to.
Free throw good from Pippen. And Miami making a change here. Jovic is checked in. And both free throws good for Pippen. 1:04 left here in the first quarter. Here's Burks. Nice D from Bird.
Oh, that's terrific defense there. That's how you protect the rim.
A three-pointer is right on target. Bird's got his third basket of the night.
This is just what Bird does. He makes shooting from range look easy.
Love kicks to Burks. Love with the screen for Burks. Lets it fly. And that one off the back of the rim and in. And the Heat lead by 7. 36% in this first quarter trying to get their bearings. Bird outside. From outside the arc. Hits it from three-point range. Bird's got 10 points in the game.
And he's clearly led the way offensively. The question is, can they ride him and get back into it?
Hero against Pippen. Outside Hero. Love with the screen on Pippen. He gets it in there.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
And the foul called on Larry Bird. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
No question about it. No flop there. That was a direct shot to the chest.
And that rejection had some mustard on it. Huge, huge play.
And a block like that sends a message. One that says we're not giving up this lead.
And we reach the end of the first quarter. It's the Heat up by 6. Live from Miami, you're watching 2K Sports. And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And when you consider how the Heat are doing, guys, what jumps out to you, stats-wise?
Well, when you control the glass, you control the second chance opportunities on both ends.
And, you know, their rebounding advantage has been glaring, simply outworking them on the boards for that entire first quarter.
Miami leading by 6. They've got Kyle Anderson, Tyler Hero out there with Alec Burks. Then there's Kevin Love, and it's Jovic in at the power forward. That's the group on the floor for Miami. And here is Van Vliet. No scoring in this one. Pass to Watford. Christie against Burks. Now Bird, 5 to shoot. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Clark, we've got some incredible talents in this league, and you know how skilled big men are today. Wow, it is something to watch.
It really is, Kevin. I mean, you almost feel like every 7-footer in the league is a capable perimeter shooter that can consistently make threes. Man, the game has certainly changed, and I actually enjoy it. I mean, the evolution of big guys being able to stroke it that consistently is pretty fun to watch.
Mo Wagner's checked in for Trendon Watford. So he gets them both.
And among NBA bigs, he is known for his ability to deliver at the free throw line.
Hero with the screen on Christie. Burks with it. Defended now by Wagner. Hero no good.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Let's use this break to look at the teams that over the past month have been tremendous in converting turnovers into points.
They're taking advantage of every mistake that their opponents are making. I mean, they're really converting points off those turnovers.
And the first one at the line is good. And Christie drops them both.
Yeah, in this quarter, they've had the right approach, driving and drawing, initiating contact, create opportunity, get to the line.
Yeah, I like everything you said there, because when all else fails, if you can get to the strike, that's really a good way to change the momentum in the game, because you get points and you also slow down the opponent because the game isn't going up and down as much.
Now, how about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket?
Van Vliet, and he converts the layup.
This is how Van Vliet beats you, being smart and crafty with his dribble.
And so it's Burks bringing it up now for the Miami Heat. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. It's hauled in by Bird. Bird's got 4 rebounds in this game. Wagner passes to Bird. Duran down low. Working on Love. Kept alive. And Duran slams it in.
And guys, I don't know that this is the time for that kind of flair. In a close game, the important thing is to get the 2 points, not necessarily the dramatics.
Oh, come on. He had to go for that, didn't he? My goodness.
I can't fault the guy for adding a little flavor to things. I'm fine even if he'd have missed it. I don't mind taking a chance to spruce it up a little bit.
Gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. And when you take a look at Jalen Duren, a big man, Greg, who seems to get better each and every season.
Well, you know, he averaged a double-double in his second season. I especially like how hard he goes after rebounds. This guy has a bright future in this league.
Tough play that time by Wagner against the defense, drawing the foul.
First trip to the line for him here.
Numbers this year at the line below 70, so when he's getting to the line, not nearly as effective as you'd like.
And guys, it's something that he's going to have to work on more and more, because he's still not getting the kind of shooting percentage he would like from the line.
And that drops, so they now lead by 1.
At just a skosh under 7 feet, Mo Wagner does all the things you'd expect him to do well. He can be dominant in the paint as a scorer and on the boards.
No good on the second free throw. And he stays with it. Miami's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Steps back. Christie against Burks. Free throw line jump shot. His shot is good. Scores his 3rd basket in 6 tries. Shooting 50%.
And, you know, he's going to take that shot every time. The defense has to respect him from the mid-range.
Pass to Christie. And here's Bird, defended by Anderson. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. And he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
Well, he's just zoned in. I mean, in most cases, taking quality shots very much within the flow of the offense.
This will be his 3rd free throw shot of the game.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
And, you know, with those numbers, he makes a defender hesitant to get too tight on him. I mean, he doesn't want to get whistled for the foul and put this guy on the line.
Pass to Jovic. They set the pick. 3-pointer. Miller grabs the miss. Gone 3 of 4 from the floor here in the second quarter. Bird outside. Duren sets the screen for Bird. And Duren slams it in.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam, using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there. Sure.
I get the feeling, guys, that he may be sensing that this is a critical time in this game.
And we'll have a timeout called by Eric Spoelstra. He's ready to talk things through with the team. Check out the Eastern Conference standings now that we're in the new year. Taking a look here at the visitors, earning the first place position with a terrific record. And we've seen them perform splendidly pretty much all season long so far, and they're definitely the team to beat. And, of course, the Heat, they're at the 10th position.
And, you know, for the Heat, they've shown me some very good things this season. But that next step, those qualities that could make them true contenders, just haven't been there.
Yeah, and, you know, we've seen them enough to know by now they're not going to make that switch from good to great at this point. Not this year, anyway.
Gotten 4 of the first 5 shots to fall in the second quarter. Outstanding shooting. Miller finds Duran. Van Vliet outside. Jovic passes to Mitchell. And he lobs it up toward the rim. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
And you can see him give a little nod and then just burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
A pair of teammates, Greg, with a terrific feel for each other.
And I tell you what, guys, that's a big play to make in a close game. Potential momentum builder there.
Pass to Miller. That falls. Great assist by Van Vliet. Van Vliet's got 5 assists tonight.
And more than just a jump shooter, Miller's very good around the rim. A rare quality for a wing these days.
Mitchell looking it over. Hero kicks to Anderson. To the paint. Here's Mitchell. Banked in off the glass. Mitchell's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Anderson makes terrific decisions, especially for his position. He's a great passer.
Bird outside. Back to Van Vliet. Pass to Bird. And here is Van Vliet. Miller outside. Van Vliet kicks to Bird. It's hauled in by the Heat. Ware's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Looking to get back on track here. Mitchell wide open. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
Miller, no up.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
From downtown, the shot by Mitchell, no good. Gone 5 of 8 from the floor here in the second quarter. Over 60% shooting. Van Vliet outside. Goes up to the stripe. No good that time.
You know, the fact is he's not a lock from there, but he was open enough to where he should have hit that shot.
Mitchell kicks to Hero. There's the pick. From past the arc. Here's where. Here's what Miami has lined up on their schedule. On Sunday, they'll be playing against James Harden and the Los Angeles Clippers. Then on Monday, they'll be facing Drew Holiday and the Boston Celtics.
And for that game against San Antonio, they have that date circled. They love to compete, and they feel they can play very well against that group if they can execute.
While we have a quick chance here, let's now take a look at some point guards who have been dead on target from the floor over the course of the past 10 games. In the 3rd spot, Fred VanVleet.
As a point guard, you want to create the best possible shot every trip down the floor. And given the way these guys have shot the ball, you know, it's not a bad idea every now and then for them to go it alone.
Well, you know they're not going to do that, though. I mean, even as deadly as they are from the field, they're always looking to set up their teammates first.
That gives them the lead. Wiggins has got 13.
Going rack to rack. You see the athleticism of Wiggins, but also the tremendous effort to get down the court like that.
Nance sends a screen for Bird. On the wing, Nance. Back to Bird. Miller outside for Mitchell. And a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls. Miller's got 4 this quarter.
And nice mechanics from Miller there. Ready to fire as that pass was coming.
Hero passes to Wiggins. And stolen by Caruso. Pushing it up. And there's Van Vliet on the assist from Miller. Van Vliet's got his second basket.
Well, that's why they're in front. Aggressive play at both ends. Nicely done.
Adebayo finds Mitchell. Wiggins in the post. Defended by Caruso. Just 5 to shoot. Ware passes to Hero. From deep. Miller grabs the miss. Miller's got rebound number 5 here tonight. And here's Bird from the arc. It's hauled in by the Heat.
He's cooled down a little bit after draining those 2 3-pointers in the first quarter.
There's Hero with the 3. They grab their own miss. Adebayo and contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's on Larry Bird.
Oh, great fake by Adebayo. Such a high IQ play.
The Heat shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night.
And as a unit, they're shooting 78% from the line. That's a solid number to work with on the season.
Guys, their free throw shooting has slipped a bit since last year, but not really to the point where they should be overly concerned about it.
The Heat making a switch here. Anderson's checked in.
And attitude plays such a big role in Adebayo's game. This guy is a worker. Doesn't mind getting his hands dirty if it means getting his team ahead.
Nance a screen on Adebayo. Miller outside. And a miss there on the triple. And it's Mitchell with the ball for the Miami Heat. Trailing by 2.
Yeah, they dropped the last game of this matchup. Their bench wasn't able to keep up with the opposing reserves offensively.
Sometimes the bench players are a little overlooked and undervalued, but make no mistake, they play a vital role in deciding games.
On the wing, Bird. He's guarded by Adebayo. A fader. Bird misses.
And the stroke definitely lacking confidence this quarter. Nothing on target.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, we all know about what Heat culture means. Bam Adebayo says we share the ball, play together, and we know where the shots are going to come from. We're just blessed to have a team like this. Everybody buys in, everybody competes, and everybody wants to get the job done. Kevin, back to you.
They've got great chemistry. Thanks, David. Pass to Pippen. Miller with a screen on Mitchell. Shoots it. Shots good by Miller. Miller's got 11 points.
Boy, you got to have a quick release in the league, and Miller's speed of release serves him well.
Clark, we've all heard the comparisons. Brandon Miller plays a lot like a young Paul George.
And you know, it makes a ton of sense when you consider that Paul George is Brandon Miller's favorite player. So he spent a bunch of time studying how PG gets it done and putting those moves into his own book bag.
Out to Bird. 1:27 left now here in the second. And Ware pulls it down.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
The battle to a standstill on the boards has really been something to watch, and the game's not over yet. We'll see if one of these teams maintains more energy than the other going down the stretch.
He's tried to get it going, but the shots simply have not been there. Nothing seems to be falling.
Here's Henderson. Got a piece of it. Nance against Adebayo. And Nance kicks to Bird. Outside Pippen. Bird left side. To the inside. Pass to Caruso. Now here's Bird. That doesn't go either for Bird.
Nothing seems to be going his way this quarter.
To me, it appears he's starting to lose his composure a little bit. We'll see if he can regroup and get back into a better rhythm.
And you can see him give a little nod and then just burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
A pair of teammates, Greg, with a terrific feel for each other.
And I tell you what, guys, that's a big play to make in a close game. Potential momentum builder there.
This is his first free throw of the game.
And he's at nearly 90% from the free throw line this season, so having a terrific year.
And I'll tell you guys, I mean, to see the improvement he's made in his free throw shooting in the space of just one season, I think it's been remarkable.
That free throw good from Nance. Both free throws good from Nance.
Yeah, nice job of drawing the contact and creating opportunities at the line.
My kind of hoops. Straight ahead, playing downhill, and physical.
Here's Christie. The three. Good on the triple. Christie's got 5 points in the quarter. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. Leading by 3. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Here with Andrew Wiggins. Andrew, for you personally, a great first half. You really got to the rim a lot of times. What are you seeing out there?
Just a mindset to attack the rim early, try to mark my presence.
We certainly saw you in the first half. Thanks. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
Thanks for being with us. First off, how about we start with an update on the All-Star voting?
I was just thinking about all the changes we've seen to the All-Star voting process over the years. A lot of new factors in play now.
Yeah, like social media. Definitely tips the scales when it comes to who's selected.
Moving right along now to the Miami Heat. They find themselves in a close contest at the half.
Well, they're not settling for long jumpers. They're getting the ball into the paint. And you know I love that.
Yeah, we know.
Yeah, you know what? I played with Akeem, too. I liked it.
That'll do it for our show tonight. Thanks for joining us, and we'll send you back to Kevin Harlan for more Hoops action.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. The Heat trail by 3. And Van Vliet out there with Miller. Then there's Wagner. Then it's Duran. And it's Bird in at the 3 slot. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Hero.
I'm not sure whose fault that was, guys, but they need to get on the same page here.
About 42% so far. Now here's Van Vliet. Up top, Bird. Duran wide open. No good on the triple.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
I certainly do. You know, I like to see guys do their work inside. Their rebounding has been excellent, and that's always important in a close game.
Wiggins drawn the double team. Has to Ware. 6 on the shot clock. Misses the 3. Now Van Vliet. And for those of you turning in, we're about a minute into the second half. Here's Bird. Miami grabs the miss. Wiggins has got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Adebayo. And Adebayo throws it down.
Don't take your eyes off Bam. When he comes off the floor, he gets up and the slams are just too good to miss.
Miller, the pass to Wagner. To the middle. And the layup's good off the glass. That's 10 points here for Jalen Duren.
They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
Hero kicks to Adebayo. Duren pulls it in. Duran's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. Bird, the pass to Wagner. Miller outside. Trains the 3-pointer. Miller's got 14.
Part of why Brandon Miller went second overall in 2023, he's a quality three-point shooter.
Miller against Mitchell. Outside, Hero. Ball's knocked loose and stolen by Miller. Ball going up court. Basket counts. Van Vliet's got his third basket of the night right there.
And not just the score. Miller can dish it as well, showing great vision on that play.
And so it's Mitchell who brings up the ball for Miami. 8-point game. After this game, they can look forward to L.A., where they'll match up against the Clippers. That'll be just one game played away from home for them.
And the rebound and the follow show you what he is all about. Gritty and determined with a soft touch to match.
Van Vliet outside. Wagner has screen on Wiggins. Bird's shot is good.
Yeah, you know, when he's not beating you from the three or attacking the basket, Bird, very reliable from the mid-range.
And timeout is called by Eric Spoelstra. He wants to check in with his team and regroup.
And here come your Heat Breaker dance move.
And we have a moment to take a look at the best three-point shooting teams in the NBA.
No doubt they have snipers on that roster, that's for sure. It's been a terrific year for them from beyond the arc.
The Heat trail by 8. Hero with it. He's a guy we see deliver on a nightly basis, averaging about 24.5 points a game. Adebayo with this screen on Bird. And it's Wiggins missing. Gone 4 of 6 from the field since the start of the third. On the wing, and Bird gets it to go on the assist from Van Vliet. Bird's got 19 points.
Bird can get you points in just about any situation. Scores at all three levels, and he's determined as a scorer.
Mitchell dishes to Ware. Pass to Mitchell. Back to Hero. Down to 5 on the shot clock. It's tipped. Bird inside the three-point line, and he uses the glass on the layup. Bird's got 6 here in this quarter.
Hey, whatever adjustments they made at halftime, they are working to perfection.
You know, they came out of the locker room, revved up the gas pedal, and haven't slowed down yet.
Ware kicks to Hero. Mitchell outside. Heat moving the ball around. And a wide open look here for Wiggins. Good, and it's Mitchell picking up the assist.
Yeah, that's a comfortable spot for Wiggins. He has a great feel for that corner three.
Miller outside. Pass to Bird. Bird can't get that one to fall. It's stolen by Duran. Now Wagner. On the wing, Bird. Covered by Wiggins. Bird's shot is good.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
Hero passes to Adebayo. Back to Hero. 5 on the clock. The Heat need to get a shot off. Duran pulls it in. Gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Miller against Mitchell. Pass to Bird. It's Adebayo with the rebound. Adebayo's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Wiggins kicks to Hero. Now here's Adebayo. Defended by Duran. Good on the three-point shot.
No hesitation from Adebayo there. Had to love seeing him taking this shot with confidence.
And here is Van Vliet. He has 6. It's Miller on the wing. Covered by Mitchell. Miller against Mitchell. And it's Wagner missing. The Heat trail by 8. Here's Hero. Mitchell outside. Latrey. Miller grabs the miss.
You know, he's just not taking good shots, not taking smart shots, forcing up a lot of low percentage jump there.
Good, and Van Vliet gets the assist. Van Vliet's got his 7th assist of the game with that last one. Clark, famously, Fred Van Vliet was undrafted. Why do you think he was overlooked?
Wow, I tell you, I think size, but man, when you look at his intangibles, it's hard to not be impressed with what Fred Van Vliet has done. He is an incredible basketball player, smart, tough, skilled, relentless. He's had a great career as an undrafted player.
He's checked in for Andrew Wiggins. Pass to Anderson. Here's Ware. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Yeah, easy call.
Yeah, you can hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
For Miami, they have shot 75% at the line tonight, going 3 for 4.
Shoot 2.
The first one falls. Clark, the NBA has seen some iconic personal rivalries over the years. And I'm sure you remember most of them.
Yeah, I do, even those that I wasn't part of as a young basketball player growing up in Cleveland watching. But I read a lot about them, Wilt and Bill Russell, the Celtics and the Lakers and all of those great teams. Obviously, high school graduate of 1979, the Bird and Magic rivalry, easy answer for anybody around my age. And then you think about Isaiah Thomas, who was in my high school class, and then Michael Jordan. Those Pistons-Bulls rivalries were pretty intense and must-watch TV. So there have been a lot over the years. He's been ice cold tonight. And, you know, you look at the scoreboard, guys, they really could have used his contributions.
Anderson with the block.
Stellar D from Anderson right there. Sometimes players, I think, underestimate his length.
On the wing, Dosunmu. And a miss there on the triple. The Heat trail by 8. Pass to Hero. And here's Adebayo. On the wing, Mitchell. Defended by Dosunmu. Anderson can't get it to go.
Definitely a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look.
Dosunmu finds Caruso. Miami grabs the miss. Mitchell outside. Has to Ware. Back to Mitchell. Duran against Adebayo. 4 on the shot clock. This one for 3. And it's Wagner with the rebound. Wagner's got 4 rebounds in this game. And Duran slams it in.
It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with a pass.
And it's Mitchell with the ball for the Heat, trailing by 10. Hero kicks to Anderson. Mitchell passes to Hero. Some nice ball movement here by the Heat. 4 on the clock. From deep, Adebayo. Count it, number 5 from the floor this game. He's now 5 of 11.
Adebayo stretching his range, able to connect there.
Here's Christie. He has 5. pass to Dosunmu. Here's Christie. Caruso finds Duran. Over Mitchell. And that one hits back iron. The Heat trail by 7. Ware passes to Anderson. Wants to get it to Adebayo and does. Fires from the wing. Again, Adebayo missing. Gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Here's Christie. It's good. Christie's got 7 points.
Nice touch there near the hoop.
And Miami shooting around 40% from the floor here. Adebayo against Duran. Back to Hero. Anderson, a screen on Christie. To the paint. And it's Anderson that time on the assist from Hero. Hero's got his 8th assist here tonight.
Good work inside from Anderson. I mean, he's deceptively long and uses that to his advantage down there.
56 seconds left in the third quarter. Duran down low. 12 points for him. Misses the layup. He had him with that pump fake. The Heat trail by 7. Anderson outside. Pass to Ware. Now here's Adebayo. He's got 13. It's deflected, and they force the shot clock violation. Great team.
Substitutions for your Heat. Kevin Love. Alec Burks. Terry Rozier.
And you have to like how they're moving the ball right now.
Snappy passes to ready shooters. It's basketball 101, but boy, is it working.
Now Dosunmu. Still yet to score. Pass to Duran. It's stolen by Adebayo. A shot by Burks. Nobody. And he hits the buzzer beater.
Talk about a timely trade. They had to stay within reach going into the fourth, and that 3 helps them do just that.
And that's going to do it for the third quarter. Up by 4. Live from Miami, you're watching 2K Sports. Here now a chance to show you our assist. To the game, and it's presented as always by State Farm.
And he may not be known as a pass-first guy playing out of the 2-guard spot, but he shows here that he can dole out an assist or 2 when he needs to.
That's right. I mean, that's not his primary duty, but when the situation calls for it, he can do it and does it well.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. Alec Burks is out there with Hero. Then there's Anderson. Then there's Kevin Love. And it's Jovic in at the 4 spot. That's the group on the floor for Miami. Here's Christie. Pocket 6. Simmons the bounce pass. And there's the bucket from Dosunmu. Dosunmu's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Here's Burks. It's deflected. Simmons passes to Christie. And Nance kicks to Caruso. Pass to Christie. Shoots from the high post. The rebound by Anderson.
I wouldn't say that's exactly his spot now. I mean, and you can see why.
Hero. He can't get that one to fall. Doing reasonably well, 45%. Here's Christie. All sorts of time. And it's good, assisting on the play with Simmons.
You know, Ben Simmons can make spectacular passes, but he doesn't need to be flashy. He's all about helping his teammates get easy baskets.
Hero finds Anderson. Now here's Burks. Shoots over Dosunmu. Burks can't get it to go. Simmons looking around. Pass to Christie. Plays it up and banks it in. Christie's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And those are the kinds of plays that are just killing them right now.
Priority and goal number one has to be tightening up the defense. They can't afford to give him open looks.
Gone 3 of 4 in field goal attempts since getting things started here in the fourth. Simmons with it. Pass to Caruso. Here's Christie. That's good. Basket number 5 on a 5-for-8 night shooting.
And, you know, coaches will take possessions like that all day long. Phenomenal use of the screen there.
Here's Burks. Another miss, and they've really hit a rough patch here. Gone an outstanding 4 of 5 from the field in the fourth quarter so far. And here is Caruso. Back to Dosunmu. Inside, Nance. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
First personal foul. Second team foul. Shooting for the away team, Larry Nance Jr. 2.
And that one misses. Davion Mitchell's checked in for Miami. And he's good on the second. Third minute of action now gone here in the fourth. Christie against Hero. Pass to Mitchell. Lets it go from deep. Bird pulls it in. Bird's got 6 rebounds in the game, with the prospect of making a big lead even bigger.
And you got to jump at this chance. Stretch that lead out as much as possible.
Here's Christie. No good on the 3.
You know, after connecting on 1 3-pointer in the first half, he hasn't netted another one since.
It's Hero with the drive. Pass to Mitchell. Hero against Caruso. Shot clock at 5. Back to Mitchell. No good, unable to end this run.
Boy, you can just see the frustration growing on their faces. Nothing going their way.
You know, guys, no denying it's been a rough patch here. I think they've got to run whatever is best in their playbook to get a good shot.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Now, Hero. Kicks it out to Love. And he's good on the 3-ball.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Boy, it's been a 3-point barrage. They came out gunning and have not stopped.
Pass to Christie. Out to Bird. 3-pointer. And it's Miami with the rebound. Anderson's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
And the physical defense, not enough to stop Love. He's just too strong down low.
Miller's checked in for Christie.
Junior. First personal foul. First team foul. Now at the line.
And that one misses.
You know, as a big guy who can stretch the floor, Kevin Love has a lot of value utility. I mean, guys who can make an impact down low and help you space the floor to free up others, that's a nice addition.
And Anderson gets it to go. Gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. Bird outside. Lets it fly from 18. Bank shot, no good. The Heat trail by 7. Right side Hero. Pass to Jovic. Wallace with it. This one for 3. Nance with the rebound. Nance has got 5 rebounds tonight. Caruso against Anderson. Bird outside. Van Vliet outside. Good. And it's Bird picking up the assist. Bird's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. And it's Anderson with the ball for the Heat. And it's denied. And they'll get another chance. Second shot opportunity. Harry Bird grabs the miss. Bird's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. Van Vliet looking around. Back to Bird. And it's Miller in the corner. And it's good with time running down in the shot clock. 18 points from Brandon Miller. Now Mitchell. It's a pick by Love. Mitchell passes to Hero. Over Miller. And the shot no good, a bit short.
Just not his night offensively. That's part of why they fell behind.
Bird outside. Back to Miller. Miami grabs the miss. Love's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
And that one's good. Mitchell.
1 triple for him in the first half. Now he's hit another.
Gotten off 4 3-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen. Bird kicks to Van Vliet. Back to Bird. On the wing, and he hits the jump shot. Bird's got 25 points in the game.
Boy, Bird has really been in the zone throughout this game.
Hero against Miller. 3-pointer. And again, Miami with the triple.
Man, that's sure got to be a load off his mind after not hitting a single 3-pointer in that first half.
Here's Van Vliet. Pass to Bird. Tried to bank it in, but he misses. The Heat trail by 8. Mitchell outside. Outside, Hero. Over Miller. And another basket for Miami.
Oh, and the touch on the interior. Hero can hit jumpers as well as capitalize in close.
Screen by Bird. That ball. Great assist by Van Vliet. Van Vliet's got assist number 8 here in this one already. And we'll have a timeout called by Eric Spoelstra. He knows every possession is critical now. teams changing it up here. And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Well, guys, during the last break, I listened to Eric Spoelstra address the team. Now, he had some pros and cons. He said, I like our play inside. But what's happening at the arc, fellas? We got to start making some shots. He needs more production from the outside. Guys?
Thank you, David. Hero from long range. Duran pulls it in. Duran's got 13 rebounds in the game. Class eating. Pass to Bird. Caruso with the ball. Now Miller. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot two here. Tyler Hero picks one up.
And you watch Miller, he keeps the defense on its heels. They don't know what he's going to do.
Miller. Shoot.
So the first one drops, and that will put them up by 9.
You know, what you like about Miller is that he doesn't leave opportunities out there hanging. I mean, he's a solid all-around player.
Both free throws good for Miller. There's 1:54 left to play in the final quarter. Hero kicks to Adebayo. Buries it from three-point range.
Exceptional shooter across the floor. Adebayo has a huge presence with the ball.
Van Vliet with it. Pass to Bird. Duran trying to break free. No good from Bird. And so it's Mitchell who brings up the ball for the Heat. Some nice ball movement here by the Heat. Hero, no good. Guys, a good chance for them to slow it down.
Yeah, they definitely should use some clock here.
And Bird, here we go. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot two free throws. It's going to be on Bam Adebayo.
You know, once Bird has a step on the defense, most of the time you got to foul him. He's fearless in getting to the basket.
He drops the first one, and that stretches their lead to 8.
You know, part of what makes Bird exceptional is his all-around talent. I mean, he gets it done on both ends of the floor, and that's how you end up being an MVP in the league.
Mo Wagner's checked in for Alex Caruso. And so he drops them both. It's a 9-point ball game here. Miami's gone 4-7 with the long ball here in the fourth quarter. Takes a step back. Higgins outside. Launches a three. Duran pulls it in. Gotten off 4 3-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen. On the wing, Bird. Duran sets the screen for Bird. Shoots from 8. Shots good by Duran.
They just blocked out the noise, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
Boy, a fantastic performance. And I tell you something, I mean, you get roadkill, that's always a challenge in the NBA, no matter what. And they got it done.
We've got 22 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Van Vliet outside. Pass to Duran. 6 to shoot. 3-pointer, Bird. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Hero.
Substitution on the court.
Guys, your thoughts?
And they've got this one just about wrapped up.
Yeah, you know, I'm not sure they needed this timeout, quite honestly. Perhaps a water break?
Substitution on the court.
And so it's a victory for the road team in this one. They came in here and took care of business like they were the home team.
And Kevin, how about the mental toughness that this group showed? They were never rattled at all by the opposing fans.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our terrific 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. But as we go, let's take a look at our player of the game, Larry Bird.